What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 94 of the Idiotic Sports Talk. I'm your host, Liam Gavin, coming to you live from my dining room. And today I just want to give you all my Week 15 picks around the NFL. Last week for Week 14, I went 12-2, making my overall 122 wins, 84 losses, and 1 tie on the season. I'm looking to have the same success I did last week. So let's break it down. Let's go into the Thursday night game between the Chiefs and the Chargers. This game's going to be a banger. I could definitely see 60 or more points being scored overall. And, both these quarterbacks, you have the stud quarterbacks, you have Patrick Mahomes of the Chiefs, Justin Herbert of the Chargers. I could see both of these guys throwing for over 300 plus yards and 3 or more touchdowns. However, I'm going to have to side with the Chiefs just because their defense has been playing really well compared to earlier this season, and they're on a 6-game win streak. And I know the Chargers beat them way earlier in the season, but this is a different Chiefs team from their first meeting. So give me the Chiefs to win here, 32-28. Next is the Raiders taking on the Browns. So, this game is actually on Saturday. We have some Saturday football. I'm very happy about that. And the Raiders, they haven't been that great lately at all. They've lost 5 of their last 6. The Browns, they've had their struggles too. And honestly, it continues to get worse for the Browns because they're going to be without quarterback Baker Mayfield. They're going to be without their tight end Austin Hooper. And they're going to be without their main wide receiver Jarvis Landry. However, I am going to pick the Browns because Case Keenum is a solid veteran quarterback. He's gotten the job done earlier this year when he had to start, and he's going to have a great run game and great offensive line behind him. However, the Raiders definitely could win this game. I just really don't see it happening. I could be doubting the Raiders, but I don't know. It's not like the Browns are going to kill them, though. But I am going to take the Browns to win this game 25-21. Next is the Patriots taking on the Colts. This is the Saturday night game. Could it be a better matchup? I can't wait for this one. The Patriots have won 7 straight games, and their defense is playing phenomenal. And you can't forget about their offense starting to play a little bit better with Mac Jones being guided by Bill Belichick. However, they're facing another tough Colts team across from them. They're facing a Colts team that has Carson Wentz, who's been playing really well this year, a defense that has been stepping up lately, and you can't forget about Jonathan Taylor. The dude's a home run hitter. All it takes is one run from him to rip off a 50-yard or more touchdown, and it changes the game. So honestly, I do see the Colts running pretty well against this Patriots defense, which might be foolish of me to say because the Patriots defense has been playing phenomenal all season. But I'm going to take that chance and say that the Colts get the win behind Jonathan Taylor and Carson Wentz limiting turnovers. So give me the Colts to win here 21-20. As for the Sunday games, we have the Titans taking on the Steelers. This could be a winnable game for the Steelers. The Titans have struggled, and the Steelers are known to play against better teams. They play down to their opponents, but when they play tough teams, I feel like they normally win, and the Titans are a good team. I know they've struggled on offense, but their defense has also stepped up at times, and the Steelers' offense really isn't that good. I don't know if TJ Watt's going to be back to play in this game. If he's not, that's bad news for the Steelers and good news for the Titans. However, I am going to take the Titans to win this one in a really close game. I'm going to go 23-20 for the Titans. Next is the Panthers taking on the Bills. So I don't know how the Panthers are going to do because I don't know who they're starting between Cam Newton or PJ Walker. Whoever they play, I really don't see them beating the Bills. I know the Bills haven't been that great lately, but they've been losing to pretty good teams. They just lost to the former Super Bowl champs in overtime. And the Panthers, they aren't on the same level as the Bucs. So I'm going to take the Bills here. I believe they will bounce back. If they lost, honestly, it probably wouldn't surprise me because they just haven't been that great. They haven't lived up to expectations this year. But I do see the Bills getting a W. So I'll take the Bills here, 27-14. Next is the Washington football team taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. 2 teams I absolutely hate, but someone has to win. I did read that if the Eagles win and the Cowboys win, that the Cowboys win the NFC East. However, I don't want an easy trip to the NFC East. I'm going to pick Washington to win 26-24. The Eagles could definitely win, but I just don't know. I don't know who's going to be starting for Washington, if it's going to be Taylor Heineke because he got injured last week, or if it's going to be Kyle Allen. Whoever it is, I am going to take Washington, though. Next is the Texans taking on the Jaguars. So both teams have been really, really bad this year, but someone's got to win this game too. And I'm going to have to sign with the Jags because the Jaguars fired Urban Meyer on Wednesday. The guy deserved to get canned. He was just a cancer in the locker room. He was calling his coaches losers, asking them what they've done. He even kicked his own kicker, Josh Lambo, months ago. And we all know that incident he had at the bar with the girl. Yes, he was enjoying himself, but just seems like the guy didn't take the NFL seriously. Because he was such a successful college football coach, he probably thought the NFL would be a breeze. And no, sir. No, it is not. I do see the Jags winning because I see that igniting a new spark in the Jags. I know it's too late for them to really make a playoff run, but if they could at least get a win with an interim head coach while Urban Meyer's gone, I'm sure they'll feel really good about themselves. I'm sure the players are finally happy that he's gone. So give me the Jaguars to win 20-14. Next is the Cowboys taking on the Giants. So I love my Cowboys, but their offense is struggling right now, and the defense is balling. But I do see the Cowboys offense starting to pick it up in this game against a mediocre Giants team. An NFC East matchup is always tough to predict. Obviously, I got to pick my boys, though, here, 30-21. Next is the Cardinals taking on the Lions. Cardinals had a tough loss against the Rams last week. Now they're on the road playing against the Lions, who have just been awful. This should be a bounce-back game for the Cardinals. I really don't see how the Lions are going to win, but we've seen a lot of wacky stuff this year, right? But I do have to take the Cardinals here, 36-10. Next is the Jets taking on the Dolphins. So the Jets, another really bad team, and the Dolphins have won 5 straight games, and they could be looking at the playoffs with the win. So they have something to play for. The Jets could spoil it. I just really don't see it happening. I do see it being a close game. I'm going to have to side with the Dolphins to win this one, 23-17. Next is the Bengals taking on the Broncos. Tough game to predict, honestly, because it's really tough playing at Mile High Stadium. And the Bengals, we know how they are. I've even said it in previous weeks. They win a couple games and they lose a couple games. And it's like Russian roulette with that team. And Denver isn't the best team in the league. But, rest in peace to Demaryius Thomas. But I feel like when a player passes away, they like a new spark. They want to play harder for their fallen teammate for, just for his sake. And the Broncos, don't be surprised if they win. However, I am not going to be picking the Broncos. I'm going to be picking the Bengals to win 27-22. However, like I said, this game's a real toss-up. The Broncos could definitely win. They have a lot of motivation now. They're playing for something. Next is the Falcons taking on the 49ers. So the Falcons haven't been that great, but they're trying to make a playoff push. The Niners have been stepping it up, and they're trying to make a playoff push. So honestly, you have two teams that are going to go at each other. They're gonna be. I expect this game to be maybe a little high scoring, definitely over 50 points. I am gonna favor the Niners though, 33-20. I believe their defense could get after Matt Ryan, and I believe they could run the ball really well against this Falcons defense that just isn't good. Next is the Seahawks taking on the Rams. So the Seahawks have won 2 straight games. They're feeling pretty good about themselves. The Rams have won 2 straight games. They're feeling good about themselves. And the Rams honestly have a shot to take the division. And with how the Cardinals played, with the loss, if they lose again, maybe the Rams could take it. We'll see. The Rams are definitely going to be playing their hearts out for this one. Seattle, they're an all right team, I guess. I wouldn't say they're that good. Lately, they've been okay. But I just don't see them beating the Rams. I'm going to take the Rams to win this one here. I'm going to go 27-17 Rams. Next is the Packers taking on the Ravens. So I don't know how the Ravens are going to do without Lamar Jackson. He still might play. But Tyler Huntley impressed me when Lamar left the game. And honestly, I could see the Ravens getting an upset at home over the Packers. I know Aaron Rodgers has been playing like an MVP, and they've been looking really unbeatable. But I do like the Ravens to win here. Give me the Ravens to win 30-28. Next is the Saints taking on the Bucs. So the Saints have had the Buccaneers number. They've had Tom Brady's number over the past couple years in the regular season. But this time, I just don't see them beating the Buccaneers. I don't see Taysom Hill getting the job done. Maybe if they ran the ball like they did last week against the Jets. But the Bucs, they have a chance to win that 1 seed, and they have a pretty easy schedule to close out the year. So they're going to take every game serious. And, when you're going up against a really serious Tom Brady, it's not going to look good for you. So I do like the Bucs to win this one 38-24. Last but not least, the Monday night game is the Vikings taking on the Bears. The Vikings are always a shaky team. The Bears always play them tough too. This is an NFC North rivalry matchup. However, I am going to favor the Vikings here. I think the Vikings are going to win 24-16. However, it would not surprise me if the Vikings lost because they're just an up and down team. They beat teams that they shouldn't, and they lose to teams that they should win. So that's it for my picks. Bye weeks. There's no more bye weeks for the season, for the remainder of the season. If I'm going to give you my lock of the week, it's the Cardinals over the Lions, and my upset is the Ravens over the Packers. So thank you all for listening. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on my Instagram account. Do what you can to share and promote my page. Thank you all. Have a wonderful day.